afternoon. How are you? My name is Brianna.
Hi, I'm Mandy.
Nice to meet you. I work with the Division of Family and Children's Services. So I'm here just to talk with you today and get to know you a little bit better. First, I'd like to start out by saying that anything that's said to me in this room does not leave this room. There's a matter of confidentiality, but there are a few exceptions. If you tell me anything that would make me think that you're going to hurt yourself or others, or an elderly person or kids, I have to let other people know that information. That is the only exception.
Okay. I'm not crazy. It's okay.
Okay, fantastic. So how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Good. What makes it good?
I just found out I'm going to be a grandma.
Awesome.
And going to be a grandma soon.
How soon is soon?
In the next couple of months.
Okay. Is this your first grandbaby?
It is.
Fantastic.
I have 3 kids. 2 are twins. And then I have another child.
Okay. How old are they?
They're all teenagers. The twins are 16 and the other child is 15.
Okay. Who's having the baby?
One of the twins.
Okay.
She's not married. Made some mistakes. We're not going to school. She's got her own set of issues.
Right.
But she's wanting to get her GED, wanting to go forward, be positive. So we're doing that.
Okay. Fantastic. And what are you doing to help her with all that?
Well, there's not a lot I can do because I work a lot, so I'm not there a lot to help do stuff because I have to work. I have to put food on the table. We do have a house. My mom kind of helps me with the house situation and getting the rent paid. But then it's the kids and me.
Okay. From what you're telling me, just to make sure I'm getting everything right, is that you are at work a lot just because you have to provide for the family. That your mom helps you out a good bit. You're staying in the house with your mom and the kids.
Mm-hmm.
The kids are doing kind of what they need to do, but you also are just providing by working. Where are you working at?
I work at Mount Vernon in the office.
Okay.
I got an office job, so I don't work in the mill, but I do office work.
Okay. What time do you work at?
I go to work at 7:30 and I get off at 4:30.
Okay, it's not a bad shift. Right?
No.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about what happens when you get home from work.
Usually when I get home, I start looking for supper, trying to figure out what we're going to do for supper. The kids normally sometimes are home, sometimes aren't home. Sometimes I don't know where they're at. They kind of come and go. They're all teenagers. They do their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when they do come in, they bring friends. So I always have to kind of plan a bigger meal than just for us because
Right.
you never know what's going to be at my house when I get there.
Right. Okay, so you fix food for everybody. How? Obviously you work, so you're paying for the food. Is there any other way that you get provided the food? Is that you get food stamps? Are you eligible for those? Or any other services?
I do get food stamps, but it's been cut recently, so it's not much.
Okay. Are you eligible for any other services?
Not that I know of.
Okay. What about insurance?
I get insurance through work, but the kids, it's too expensive to have them covered.
Okay.
But like my daughter has pregnant Medicaid.
Fantastic.
We were able to apply for that, and the other kids have had Medicaid from time to time. It's relapsed, and they don't have coverage right now. We just need to reapply. There's been issues at the office about getting this stuff turned in.
Okay. Well, we're in the same office that you actually turn those in, so I can actually help you provide or link you with somebody, actually put a face to an application. It makes things a little bit easier when you're here, so we can do that.
That would help.
Absolutely. As you talked about your mom, you talked about work, you talked about other services that are provided at the home. What about dad to the kids?
Oh, Dad lives in Floyd County,
Mm-hmm.
and he's never done anything to help us.
Did the kids have a good relationship with their father, or?
They go to him when they need something.
Gotcha.
But other than that, they're always at my house, always mama, if they get in trouble.
Okay. Were y'all married at any point?
We were.
Okay. How was that marriage?
Domestic violence.
I'm sorry to hear that. Okay. How long have
The
you been
kids were
divorced?
little when we separated, and it's been probably 12 years ago.
Okay. So it's been
And he has a wife there. I don't have anybody. I've dated some people, but we're good. We're good separated. He can stay in Floyd County.
okay. That's responsible to say. What about What do you think has brought you here today? Just come talk to me. What?
Probably my daughter. I have one daughter that is been in trouble, and then my other daughter being pregnant and
Right.
looking at their underage. My son was arrested for drugs recently,
Okay.
so we've had some issues.
Right. Okay. So all of the issues that you think that you're experiencing here have to do with the kids. You don't. Is there anything going on with you that you think that we want to talk?
Good.
Okay. Okay. So you described mostly your day up till you were fixing dinner for everybody. What about after that?
Pretty much get a shower. Some nights I go out with some of my friends, but not every night.
What do you do with your friends when you go out?
We just have a good time, hang out.
Awesome. Okay. So that's more of a stress relief for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do anything else for yourself that helps you feel better or feel less stressed?
No.
No, just going out with friends, that kind of thing. Okay. And you said you worked from the morning till about 4:30, and that's Monday through Friday.
Yes.
On the weekends, what do you do?
Usually I'm at home. We do plan to go out, some of my girlfriends and me.
Okay.
We go out and have a good time.
Fantastic. Okay. When your daughter has her baby, where is she going to be living at?
Hopefully not with me.
Okay.
I've had my babies,
Mhm.
and I'm not gonna be that grandmother to take care of another baby.
I understand that. Okay.
So hopefully she will be able to be out on her own.
Okay. Is there anything that she's doing right now to plan for the baby?
She wants to get her GED, which
Right.
would help her get a better job. Then you're just fast food and
Right.
low pay jobs.
Mm.
But yeah, that's about all she's doing.
Okay. Is there anything that, I understand that you don't want to be the grandmother to raise that child, so is there anything that you could be doing to help her move in the right direction so that she can be self-sufficient when the baby's born?
I pretty much gave her a place to live.
Right.
She's the one that went out and got pregnant.
Right.
The guy she's pregnant by has a significant drug history. He has, I think, 6 other kids,
Okay.
all about the same age.
And he is underage as well, or is he an adult?
He's an adult.
Okay.
She might have knew better.
Possibly.
Should have known better.
Okay.
So she's done it. It's her responsibility. She's gonna deal with it.
Okay. Okay. What about your younger, is it daughter, 15-year-old?
Mm-hmm.
You said she was experiencing some issues as well. What kind of issues are those?
Just not going to school. Doesn't think she has to do anything anybody tells her.
Where do you think that comes from?
That I don't know. Probably her dad.
Why do you think that?
Because nobody's gonna tell him what to do. So I could see her getting that from him.
Okay. I understand there's some issues between dad and you, past history with domestic violence. Did you ever talk to anybody about those issues with domestic violence? Anything you experienced?
We had a counselor one time through DFACS. They'd referred somebody, but they never showed up
Okay.
when they were supposed to. I have to work. I can't miss work.
Right.
It's kind of one of those. They said they checked the box, said they did it, really didn't do it.
Okay. I'm sorry for that experience. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to try to help. And I understand there's that perception of us that we're here just to collect a paycheck and say that we'll do certain things.
Oh yeah, I couldn't stand that worker. She was just always in my business, telling me who I could date, who I couldn't date, what I could do. Always wanting a drug screen, always wanting this.
Right. I understand. I'm sorry for that experience as well. With that being said, there are allegations, unfortunately, with this report that I did receive. You are correct with the underage thing with the pregnancy and your youngest not attending school, but there were other additional allegations of substance abuse in the home.
By me?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. If that's not an issue, then we will clear it up just by completing a drug screen.
no.
Okay. What's your reason for no?
I have rights, and I'm just not going to go there. My lawyer says that I don't have to do that.
Okay. Who's your lawyer?
Don Thompson.
Okay. I'll get in contact with him if you don't mind, if that's okay. Okay.
That's fine.
So Don Thompson is helping service you as an attorney. Is there anybody else in your life that helps or is helping you or providing you any other services?
No.
No?
Mm-hmm.
Other than Don? Nobody? Okay. And you talked about your mother living in a home. How is her health? How is everything going with her?
She has a lot of health issues. She's in the hospital a lot when she's not there. She has breathing issues, on oxygen.
Okay.
So she's not really going to support for anybody.
Okay. So when she's in the hospital or when she has to be transported to the hospital, are you responsible for doing all that as well?
My sister sometimes takes care of that. She's a nurse.
Okay.
But I'm usually at work. Like, I have to pay the bills. Her check doesn't cover everything, and then we have to make ends meet.
Okay. So there's also a Social Security check from your mother that also contributes to the household income.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any of your children collecting any Social Security checks from any other reason?
No, their daddy's supposed to pay child support, but he owes like $40,000.
So you go to court on that at all?
We go. He might pay $300 or $400.
Okay.
A year may go by.
Right. It's another frustration I'm sure you have. Absolutely. You said that he was remarried, kind of has his own life. Does he have any other children?
He does.
Okay.
So his older kids really didn't matter. They do go to him when they need stuff.
Right.
He normally doesn't fork out any money, but I know he helped my son get a car. I'm not sure how that all worked out because I don't want to know.
Right.
So it is what it is.
You were also talking about illegal activity with your son. What is he getting into?
He has a drug charge.
Okay.
Wasn't his. He was in the wrong place, wrong time.
Of course.
He was in the car.
Right. So there were other people that were involved that were also charged?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don's taking care of that.
Fantastic. Well, it's great that you have a family attorney who's able to do that. Was there any other incidences other than this with substance abuse with him?
He got called at school one time with what they thought were some kind of pills, but they never proved anything. And he was suspended for a long time, but he's back in school. Well, we can't really say he's in school. He goes every now and then. He's on the roll.
And he's 16, so he can legally do kind of what he wants to at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you agree with that, with him being out of school?
No, I think they need to go to school.
Which is great. Kids have a lot more opportunities when they do that, you know. Let's see. Is there any history within your family for any medical issues?
My mom's COPD stuff, or like emphysema, kind of stuff. But no, my sister doesn't have anything. I don't have anything. None of the kids have had anything hereditary or genetic. I mean, my daughter had appendicitis not long ago.
Okay, right.
But
what about any history of mental health?
no.
Nobody? Okay, fantastic. Anybody have any history of substance abuse? I understand that your son was in the wrong place at the wrong time, but does anybody else?
Oh, their daddy.
Their dad? What is his drug of choice?
Oh, cocaine.
Cocaine? Okay. When was the last time that you're aware he used?
If I had to bet, today. But
Okay.
I don't know, because we don't talk.
Still an active user. Okay. Have the kids ever reported to you when they came back of him using?
As they've gotten older, they do talk about his behavior and stuff, but they don't stay with him anymore.
Right.
But they know when to avoid him when he's acting different.
Okay. What about his children that are actually in the home with him? How old are they?
They're like elementary school.
Okay. Have your children that go down there and visit every once in a while, have they ever discussed any domestic violence between him and his current wife?
They've never said anything to me.
Okay. So, do you have any concerns for his children that are in his home right now, just based on what you told me?
I know that she's left him a couple of times and took the kids when she's left, but I don't know anything. I'm the last to know about anything that would go on with him.
Gotcha. Okay. So, were you born and raised here in Somerville? Or okay. So, what school did you go to?
I went to Chautauqua.
Okay. Born did you meet your ex-husband here as well?
He's from Floyd County, but we met because the only thing to do here is to go to Floyd County
Right.
on the weekend. I ended up quitting school my senior year. Got pregnant. And
With the twins.
And then that's all she wrote.
Okay. Would you say that you like your life so far?
Now, yes, I'm fine now.
What about 5 years ago?
5 years ago, things were good. Probably 12 years ago when the domestic violence, before I left him, no, I wasn't happy.
Okay. You said you had been seeing other men since him, but nobody special.
No, nobody.
Okay. Why do you think that you haven't settled down?
I'm not gonna put up with anybody's bullshit.
Good for you. Okay. I understand. I've asked you a bunch of questions. Do you have any questions for me at this point?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Part of my job is that we have to go over a thing called an eco map, which we just talk about you as a person. We're going to put you in the center.
Okay.
So there's you. And then around you is going to be all your support system. So we've talked about it throughout our conversation. So you said Don Thompson was your attorney, or is your attorney. You talked about your mom. You talked about, food stamps. And WIC for your daughter, who is pregnant. Let's see. What other supports? We talked about some friends that you like to go out with.
Sister.
And we talked about work. And we talked about ex-husband. And actually your kids. All right. Ex-husband, you talked a lot about it's not a supportive relationship.
No.
And really, there isn't much exchange between the two of you as far as communication or any of the above. So there's really no connection between you. As far as your kids, do you feel like you give more to them than they give to you?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay. So it's a strong bond, but it is only all of your energy is going to them.
Yes.
Nothing's happening. As far as Don is providing services to you, correct? It's not exactly a strong relationship because he's only taking care of things when as needed. Your mom, you said that excuse me, you are providing a lot of services to her because of her health issues, but she is also the homeowner that you're living at?
She pays the rent with her check.
Okay, so she is also providing to you. So that is a mutual exchange between the two of you. Food stamps, that is giving to you, but you also pay taxes technically, so you are giving to them as well. As far as your friends, do you feel like that's a mutual relationship?
Oh yeah, they're there for me.
Would you describe that as a strong relationship?
Yes.
Okay. And you feel like you give the same to them?
Yes.
Okay. Sister, do you feel like that's a mutual relationship?
I feel like I give more to her.
Okay.
She's really busy being a nurse and she has her own kids.
And she kind of gives a weak amount. Okay. Work, do you feel like you give more to it than it does to you?
Oh yeah.
Okay. But you just get the paycheck, that's about it, so it's a week. And then the ex-husband, there's no exchange there. And that is your eco map. So that just gives you a visual representation of your support system, which, whether you recognize it or not, you do have supports in your life.
It's a lot bigger than I thought.
Right? Which sometimes it's better when you're able to see it. But I appreciate you talking to me very much, and I look forward to seeing you soon.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.